Hi, Mark Satterfield here. Thanks so much for joining me. Well, we've got a beautiful day in Pinehurst. If you're a golfer and Pinehurst is on your bucket list and you plan on visiting, I hope you'll let me know. I'd love to meet you if your travels bring you to North Carolina. So, I want to talk a little bit today because hopefully the pandemic is quickly getting into our rearview mirror, and I think we're going to start to see conferences and seminars start to creep back up. And I don't know about you, but I like to attend a select number of conferences and seminars. But I've got a very strong strategy as it goes along with those things, which is to buy the best ticket possible. I mean, you go to these things, and for those of us in the marketing space, unfortunately, a lot of the conferences tend to be pitch fests. There are some that are, just absolutely outstanding in terms of content. Ryan Dice, his digital marketing program is outstanding. Um, but the real benefit, of course, comes from the networking. And with the larger conferences, there's usually a tiered pricing structure. And to be honest with you, for years, what I did was I tended to buy the least expensive ticket. I figured I would just kind of mill about and meet people as I could. But I found that strategy didn't tend to work that well because the people that I tended to meet the easiest were those that were sitting around me. So when I changed my strategy and bought the Mac Daddy of tickets, then you get into the area where you're around the other people who have invested in the Mac Daddy tickets, and lo and behold, those are some of the most interesting people. Those are some of the people that you really want to network with. Plus, there's usually some sort of reception or event for people that invest a little bit more in their ticket, and it gives you a chance to interact with the people that are putting on the show and the speakers. So I have found that when I look back, and I look back at a lot of the connections I made with, I guess, what I would call kind of the A level people in my particular business. When I've made those connections, it's usually been through conferences, and it's usually been because I was, seated in a place where it made it easy for me to network. I don't know about you. I'm just not somebody who is necessarily going to go up to somebody that's talking with a whole bunch of other people and kind of worm my way in and introduce myself. I'm just not comfortable doing that. So I need an environment where it makes it a little bit easier to do that. And by buying the premium price ticket, that's worked well for me. So I pass that along to you. The other part, of course, is if there is a guru in your particular field, someone that you really want to get to know, and they put on any kind of coaching program or small group seminar, that can also be enormously beneficial. I've joined various masterminds over the years. One in particular, Larry Benet, put together a mastermind, as did Jeffrey Hazlett. Through both of those masterminds, I had the opportunity to meet people like Frank Kern and Jay Abraham, and I remember getting home from Larry Benet's event, and the phone rang, and it was Jay Abraham on the phone, and that name may or may not mean anything to you. He's kind of a legend in the marketing space, and I pick up the phone, and he goes, I just wanted to follow up on a conversation that we had at Larry's meeting. And I'm going to myself, holy crap, Jay Abraham's calling me. I mean, how awesome was that? And some great advice, and it was a level of interaction that you just don't get unless there's a personal facilitation. So the crass and crude way of describing all of this is to say, hey, you're buying into your social relationships or your business relationships, but It's not. It's money that's well spent. So again, something to think about. It's worked well for me. I've told a number of my clients about this. They've tried it out. It's worked well for them. Yeah, maybe it will work well for you. Let me know, especially now that COVID is hopefully, knock on, there's wood here somewhere, is hopefully a thing of the past. So, as always, I hope I have the chance to meet with you or talk with you personally one of these days. But until then, bye for now.